Look, 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 look. It's now 1816. But I have a new lighter. You could use that. I can't make that joke. Look, live from Vienna. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show.
She must have so smile for his nostalgic tale. Never coming there what you wanted to say. Only to realize it never really was. She as she rises to her apology, everybody else wants you to know what you are doing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Look. Let me clear my throat. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show live from Vienna. Look, live from the Blackie Fitzpatrick Library studio situated in the 10th district of Vienna, Austria, nestled in between the Danube River and the Alps. And the Danube sometimes is blue. Depends on the sunshine. Called reflection. It's a cloudy day. Luckily, I don't drink water from the Danube. In London, they like to drink water from the Thames. Disgusting. It's not that bad. In Vienna, we drink water from the Alps. Oh, perfect glacier water. Ah, full of minerals. I just called my startup, by the way. I decided to turn the show on because I finished my chores. The walrus isn't here. I don't know when she's going to come home. Yesterday, she surprised me and came home early. So I thought maybe I should go on early. So I started doing the chores early. And my list has everything checked off. I don't know if you can read it. Sometimes I can't see anything. So I'm looking at a picture of the Doobie Brothers. I'm done for today. Happy Boxing Day to everybody. Kind of a funny day for a holiday, isn't it? Boxing Day. When the first time I learned that, well, obviously living in England, I was like, Boxing Day. This is before Google. I was like, what is this? And I asked a bunch of my English friends, and they all said something different. Look, it was 1990. Maybe people got more educated. When I lived in London in 1990, the food was rubbish. When I moved back in 2001, it was excellent. The European Union let all the good cooks from France and Italy and Austria and Portugal. You get the idea. Clink! Cheers from Vienna. No, Boxing Day is it's a great holiday. In Austria, today is also a day off. It's weird for me as a masshole. Oh, by the way, this show is PG-13. You're allowed to say masshole. The show is not political. I don't vote. The show is not religious. I'm a Christian. Yesterday was a Christian day, but in Austria, let me look at my calendar here. What the heck fire is today's day? I'm going to show off with my glasses. I know I always put it in picture in the beginning. My mother bought me these cheaters. I don't really need them, but when I do my show, she says, you can't read it. Today's day is in German. I'll translate. It's called Stephen's Day. Whatever that means. St. Stephen's? St. Stephen's Cathedral? Something like that. It didn't say St. Stephen's. It just says Stephen's Day. So, happy birthday, Stephen. But in England, they call it Boxing Day. I think actually in Canada, they have Boxing Day as well. I'm not sure. No, I had a lighter. Like Ben has my Zippo. For some reason, he got it. And I don't have to say it out loud, but he got it. And I'm going to see him tomorrow at the concert. Oh, yeah, go to my concert tomorrow if anybody from Austria is watching. Or if you want to fly the Concorde, it doesn't exist anymore. You can fly over here and see my show. It's at the Down Under, somewhere in the 6th District, I think. $8 to get in to see me. And Philip and Anna from Vinehara. We hit the stage at 8:30, but we're going to try to go on at 8:45. Let the place fill up. It's kind of a popular place on a Friday night. It could be one of our best gigs. It could also suck. I don't really care. I've seen every single type of gig in the world. I'm just going there because I get free drinks. If you find me through #beer, I'm from Massachusetts. I just work in Vienna. Look, I did get a couple of new people on yesterday's show. That's great. My subscribers are going up slowly. Yeah, that's nice. We get one a week. By the time I'm dead, I'll almost be able to get monetized. YouTube, I love you. I think you're great. Just don't send me the caution flags unless you really mean it. But back in the USA, where I'm from, everybody, today is like day after Christmas, go shopping. But, if you have a normal job, you got to go back to work. If you work for the government, you don't have to work. So in England, everybody has a day off. The stores are shut. Austria, everything is shut. Today's day 3 of me not going outside. I love it. Not wearing my Doc Martens. Oh, my feet are so happy. Look. Alice from the Brady Bunch. I can't say this joke. Good times. Alice. Socrates. Bob the Builder. Mr. Muscle. I can't say that joke. Look, once again, the show's PG-13. Let your own minds go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do, after all. If you're not in prison, you have freedom. Pretty cool, actually. Prison sucks. Some people in Austria, they think prison is like looks like they give you TV sets and whatever. You get a comfy bed and all this stuff. Nobody fights. It's just everybody's going, oh, what do we do now? You know, we wait till we get out. Oh, okay. Maybe read a book. Nobody fights. The prison guards are nice too. You get to eat good food. It's warm. Free rent, just no freedom. Kind of like Martha Stewart, house arrest. This is a pretend scratch. But once again, for anybody who's just joined, I'm looking at a picture of the Doobie Brothers. It's called my startup. A lot of people like to write to me. I will read it tomorrow when I post produce, or later tonight. I post produced a part of yesterday's show. That was a good show. My numbers were going up and down. I had a really strong start. Then it kind of went to nothing. Then it went back up again, and then, but in the end, I broke 50. So 50 people got to say Merry Christmas, and thank you guys, all you guys who showed up. I tell you, during the holiday season, you know, you think people are doing other things and stuff, but I'm doing this. So I'm glad that whoever can hear my voice, I'm glad to be with you guys. And the chat usually takes over by itself anyway. This is why I don't even look at it in the beginning. I figured this out like a year ago. Stop reading the chat; it distracts me. I'm gonna do my opening startup. This is a good prop, actually. No, I'll get my Zippo back tomorrow. So anybody who's missing the Zippo, special use Sigmund Freud. Sorry, for some reason it changed hands and Ben got it. I came home with my cigarettes with no Zippo. And I wrote to Ben. I was like, "Do you have my Zippo?" And he was like, "No." And then wrote back like 2 hours later. He was like, "Yeah, I do have it." And I was like, "I thought you did." I remember giving it to him, but I don't remember getting it back. Then I jumped into a taxi, went home, and went to sleep. We had a very long day last Thursday talking about the video that we're going to make for Running Around This Town next month, which is actually in a few days. So we did a lot of work. What else did I do today? Okay, well, the obvious, right? I woke up on the right side of the bed, very positive. 2 hours meditation. I talked to Ben. Ben's working on different ideas and stuff. He said he might come to the concert tomorrow. I had another friend from Austria write to me, and she said she's going to come. I don't think I've seen her in the chat. Most of my friends don't join the chat. It's funny. But so I might get some people over there, have a little party tomorrow at Down Under. So join if anybody from Austria can hear me. I know I'm sorry that it costs $8 to get in. There is no guest list. I asked Phil, and he asked the promoter, and he said, "No way, Jose." So if there's a back door, I can sneak anybody in. I never played this joint, so I don't know if there's a back door. It's only my money anyway. I don't need it. I'd rather have my friends there. Fill the room up. And we're the opening group. There's 2 other groups after us, and then there's going to be a DJ. The place stays open until 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'm going to stay that long. Although on Friday and Saturday and holidays, for example, right now, the subway runs 24 hours a day, like New York City. Pretty cool. And most of the buses and trams run 24 hours a day. It's a nice privilege. So, like, if I'm not legless, I don't have to take a taxi. That means I'll take the subway. But I think I'm going to leave early tomorrow night because I'm going to come back here and I'd rather do a show than hang out there and drink cheap beer and probably have a headache when I wake up on Saturday morning. I don't like waking up with a headache. I only get headaches if I drink. Look, this hashtag beer. Yeah, be of drinking age. This beer is so clean. Never got a headache once from it. It's when I mix to other stuff. Then my brain goes, you're on a different drug. Click, cheers from Vienna. I don't like waking up with headaches. I don't like taking aspirin or Advil or Tylenol or whatever. Bufferin. I just like drink. My dad taught me this trick. Drink water before bed. Drink water before bed. It's usually pretty good. But if you're mixing, you're on your own. I hope this lighter. This is like the last lighter. If this one starts to die, I'm gonna have to like light a candle or something. Because my cigarettes go. I spend more money on lighters than I do on Zippos once in a lifetime. but it's been more on lighter fluid than I do on cigarettes. It's actually true. Look, my doctor Vinny Bots, he said smoking isn't so bad. Look, if you're underage, looks like they changed the law. You're gonna be 21 years old to buy cigarettes now. Is that the whole country? There's something I heard. I don't know. I don't know when it starts. Next year, January 1st. I don't know. In Austria, you have to be 16 years old to smoke, 16 years old to drink, 16 years old to do basically whatever you want. You can join the army. You can do whatever you want. 16. Go to a whorehouse, 16. Drive a car, 18. What? Clink. Cheers from Vienna. This is the Pretend Scratch. Speaking of Boxing Day, every country has their own different little traditions. And although it's quaint, sometimes it seems silly to us Americans. Yes, I plagiarized that joke from Naked Gun. I paraphrase. So, but no. The Black Fitzpatrick show is about acceptance. It really is. Oh no, I got to put the fan in, or the computer's going to die. Thank you, God. Once again, this show is not religious. This is Pretend Scratch. I'm under the entertainment I want to say system and subject at the same time, and I made a new word. Sounded like syphilis. Look, I've been watching a lot of Archie Bunker recently, so you got to cut me some slack. Like all these jokes that were like kind of like G in 1971, and now it's like I could go to prison for saying stuff like that. Those were the days. I should play that song next. But here's what I do: I play a song, and then I'll turn the chat on, see if there's anybody here. One day I'm going to turn it on; it's going to say 0, but that doesn't matter because look, I just leave the show on anyway. So I love when people don't join the chat. I just play music anyway. I'm like, okay, because this is my job. It doesn't look like I'm working, does it? Yes, it does. Blicky, all you do is smoke and drink and listen to music all day. And? Correct. Yeah, I did the dusting. What else did I do? I was working with Super Crazy Glow. They finally figured it out. Give it in the mini size, because as soon as you open it up, it doesn't work anymore. You can never open it up the second time. So they finally figured out the mini ones. None of this big stuff. You use it once for a couple of things, and then you need it for like another year, and you try to open it up and you can, but the top congeals or whatever, hardens. Look. So you try to stick a pin